Father's Day to all of you watching online. We'll be sending you a blessing here in a minute. But I just want to welcome each and every one of you who made took the opportunity really to come into the room and be here with us today. I'm trusting that you're here for a reason. And I'm going to invite you to trust that too. And that means you get an opportunity all morning long to keep watching for what is the reason? What is the reason that I'm here? And just see what Spirit shows to you today. I'm excited about what it turns out to be. And the good news is that you'll get to expand on that and join us out in the cafe afterwards for a free lunch. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Val. Thank you to all those who are helping with our free lunch today. And a chance to just keep talking about what you heard in here. And so that's why I'm going to ask you today, especially, that if you have a question come up, you might want to write it down or put it into your phone or something to remind you when we get out together. What is it that didn't make sense to you, or you wanted to clarify, or you had an experience that you could relate to? So we'll be doing that today. Thank you. I'm Kitty Benson. I'm the minister here at Unity, back from a lovely vacation. Thank you so much for allowing me that time. Thank you to the Spears for standing in for me while I was away. One of my joys was to be at Unity Village, which is where I went to seminary and is our world headquarters outside of Kansas City. And while I was there, I got to spend some time with some of my classmates who live in the area. And then later on that night, we had a Zoom gathering of as many as we could gather together. So there was about 15 of us from my class celebrating 20 years from the date we were all ordained together in that place. So that was very special for us. Yes. Brings back a lot of fun memories, and I'm deeply grateful to still be doing that which is my heart's joy. So we're going to start today with some music. What's our first song?
Come.
Oh, look at you. You've already done that. How about if you stand as you're able, if that feels good to you as we sing, and if you'd rather sit, you can do that too.
Good morning, everybody. Come, take a hand, come, give your heart, come, as you are, come, lift your voice, come, shine your light, come. Now is the time. here you are. We do have a next song, I think.
Thank you. Thank you, Jen, for sitting in today for Kim Char and leading us in music. Thank you. Let's just close our eyes for a moment and set the intention to open our hearts and send out love to every father on the planet today as I speak these words from our daily word. I celebrate fatherhood and bless all fathers today. Today, I bless my father and give thanks for the part he played in my life. I also bless those who showed me fatherly love, who taught and guided me, who led by example, by demonstrating the divine attributes of strength and wisdom. The love and support I received from all the father figures of my life helped me become the person I am today. I am grateful for these special ones. They saw my potential, encouraged me to reach high and pursue my dreams. I'm also thankful to them for the encouragement they provided during times of disappointment or discouragement. I bless the world's fathers and pray they know the support and guidance they have so lovingly shared with me. And now we bless them with love and see that power that harmonizes good in their lives working for them. We bless all fathers with the power of wisdom and strength and understanding and faith, that they may fulfill this role that they were designed to bring into the world, for they too are an expression of the divine. This is the truth of their being, and we agree with that saying, and so it is. Amen. And will you help me in speaking our invocation for today? The words are up here on the screen. Together? There's only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Thank you. You may be seated.
And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. And I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself. And I love myself like a newborn baby child. I will be easy on myself. I the slowest part of me feels safe to go. I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. Now I know I am gentle with myself. I am gentle with myself, and I hold myself like a newborn baby child. I am gentle with myself. I am gentle with myself, and I hold myself like a newborn baby child. And I rock myself like a newborn baby child. And I hold myself like a newborn baby child. And I love myself like a newborn baby child.
Thank you, beloveds. We don't say those kind of things to ourselves very often, do we? We don't even think those thoughts very much about ourselves. So today's an opportunity, especially based on the topic that we're going to be looking at, to use that idea to help us through what we're about to talk about. What do you think of my title slide up here? I don't know if you would consider that your emotions have power, or that it is one of your superpowers, really. Did you know that? Think about that for a minute. You know, there's a couple powers that I can see associated with emotions. And to begin with, I want you to keep remembering, I generate my emotions myself. Oftentimes we say, they make me feel, fill in the blank, right? Okay, but today, if you don't hear anything else, keep reminding yourself, I make me feel. I choose my feelings. I self-generate my emotions. And there's two good things to know about that. First of all, your emotions are energy. And energy vibrates. And when you get to a frequency where an emotion can be felt, you are generating enough energy to activate the divine law. And what does the divine law do? It brings back to you whatever you are being. More thoughts that help you stay whatever you're feeling. It'll bring back more beliefs that align with whatever you're feeling in that moment. It'll bring back more actions and more words and more results based on how you are feeling. Can you see how powerful that makes your emotions? They're going to vibrate loud enough to attract things into our life that basically create more of the same thing. And secondly, the good news, the power in our emotions is we can choose our emotions. We don't have to just suffer through whatever pops up for us. We choose our emotions because they are generated by our thoughts and our beliefs. And our thoughts and our beliefs are what activate the emotion. You're in charge. Thoughts, beliefs, you're in charge. So that's pretty powerful to know that really our emotional life can be nothing but benefit for us. Now, most of us may not look at our emotions that way. As a matter of fact, when I handed out a survey, getting ready for this, in the survey, there was several emotions on the list, but they all had one thing in common. What would you say they had in common? They were negative. Or another word we might use is lower vibration energy. And that's one other thing I want you to hear today, is that just because we might call them lower vibration or negative, it doesn't make them bad. Okay? So part of what our work is going to be for the next 4 weeks is we're going to look at these lower vibration emotions and find out, is there a gift in this for me? And every single one of them will bring a gift to you. So I'm hoping that you can be open to that idea. Now, how about focusing on the one that you checked most on the list out of all of you? One of the top emotions you chose that is lower vibration that you struggle with was, take a guess. Stress. Stress. So we're going to look at stress today, and we're also going to look at overwhelm, though not everybody chose overwhelm. Overwhelm kind of just bleeds off of stress. So we're going to take a look at how they work together. Up here on the screen is a common belief about, or that will generate stress. And I'm going to actually ask you to say these words out loud and see if it sounds familiar to you. Together, the demands of this situation exceed my resources or ability to cope. Does that sound familiar? Okay, so that's what's generating a feeling of stress. Now, we think it's something else. We think stress is caused by what? Give me an example of the kinds of things humans face today that cause stress. Work, traffic, taxes, family, time pressure, health, laugh, overexerting yourself, change, world events, some kind of administration. I won't say. You know what I haven't heard you say? Money. Yeah, that. Yeah, just a few things. Okay, but guess what? They are not the cause. They are not the cause of stress. The cause of stress is that belief that we just said. The demands of this situation exceed my resources or ability to cope. So that thing out there comes into our life and we decide, I can't manage this as it should be. And because of that, I'm going to lose something valuable to me. Kind of a long, tied together stream of thought. So once you get that belief going, another aspect of stress is the actual feeling of stress. And guess what? Feeling kind of breaks off into two different directions. A feeling of stress can be emotional, like not only do we feel emotionally stressed, we also feel emotionally angry about it, like it's their fault that I feel this way. And you get angry at them. Or a fear, common anxiety, energy that comes up as an emotion. But on top of that, your body starts to feel stress. You can go to the doctor for stress, can't you? You know where your neck locks up? Been there, done that. So give me an example of how stress expresses itself in the body. Digestive issues, heart attack in stereo there, palpitations, high blood pressure, can't sleep. Say it again. Migraines. Yeah, inflammation is actually increased in the body when you're under stress. And doctors would say that most of our illnesses in the body actually started with stress of some form. So it's pretty powerful in the body. And yet we still keep hanging on to wanting to blame the outside cause for it, when all the while we actually have control over whether this is stressful or not. And the reason I know this for sure is the same thing can happen to two different people, and one person goes, all right, I guess I'll have to handle that, and they just get through it, and this person over goes, the sky is falling. You know what I'm saying? Have you been there? Do you know that? So once you get into stress for any period of time, if it's chronic, it can become overwhelm. And overwhelm is one of those emotions where, I almost want to say too bad, because that's a tough one to get past. And even though we might use the word overwhelm a lot, I think doctors or psychologists would define it as something much more extraordinary than we give it credit for. Overwhelm is basically when you just can't think. You can't even take the next step. I was reading a story from Brene Brown about restaurant workers. I don't know if this is like a common term in restaurants, but in this particular story, she was talking about how they have a code in this restaurant where if you're in overwhelm, it means like, The server is totally, I don't know. I don't know what's next. I don't know who needs what. I don't know what I'm supposed to be bringing. I don't even know what's on our menu. You've just totally lost it because you're so overwhelmed with all the stimulus coming at you. And their job at that point, hopefully they've got enough brain power to do this, is to go to their manager and use the code word. I'm blown. And blown means get this person off the floor, send them outside to do absolutely nothing. And then the manager spreads out the tables to the other servers and they kind of oversee what's going on to make sure any damage control is needed. They handle that. In the meantime, the server is outside with no stimuli. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to think anything. They are just going to stand there until they start to settle back down again. So hopefully that is not happening to you on a regular basis. But what we want to do is establish a sensation in us of peace so that we can be ready for things that don't take us into overwhelm. As a matter of fact, I'd like us to get to the point where we don't even go into stress. So that's really what we're going to work on today, is how to be in situations that no longer stress us out because we have established a state of consciousness in us that allows us to get past it. And I'm going to ask you to think of managing stress as your ounce of prevention instead of having to deal with the pound of cure that might come later with overwhelm. Doesn't that sound better? Yes, to kind of establish an energy in us that is so deep and so thick that stress can't permeate. And that's going to mean that stress can't get into the consciousness with beliefs and fears that are associated with it. So let's first of all talk about a few things that stress can cause in us. Keep in mind, it's always going to be a belief that's associated with stress, but here's what we think causes stress. We think, I might fail, and therefore the sky really is going to fall. I'm not going to live up to someone's expectations. It's going to hurt their feelings. It's going to make them mad. I'm going to disappoint them. I can't please them, and I will lose their approval. So fear of failure is a very common reason that we move into stressful thinking. Another one is for those of us who have really high standards. Don't know who necessarily, that might apply to, but high standards are the kind of thing where, okay, I'll just own this. When I, start working on a message on any given week, I can easily go into stress unless I get a hold of myself right at the beginning. Because stress for me looks like this that I'm about to create really is going to take more time than I have. And even in the time that I have to share it with you, to present it to you, is not going to be enough time to get it all out there because there's so much. And this topic of stress, holy cow, this is huge. We could talk about this for weeks. And I start to think and believe that I'm going to do you a disservice. And in my world, that is not acceptable. In my world, it's all about doing it right, being a perfectionist. So please do not do what I do and do not think as I think in this particular case. I'm just telling you what a human being like me can go through that can create stress for myself. So are you one of those high achievers with high expectations that are constantly putting stress on yourself because you believe if you don't get it right there at 100% all the time, then you won't be acceptable, okay? Another one is people who just love life and they want to do it all. They want to have fun and they see everything is fun and they sign up for everything and they commit to everything until they've gotten to the point where they've overcommitted. And now suddenly they're disappointing people. They're failing at certain things because the list is too long, but they love it. They don't want to give anything up. Does this relate? Anyone can relate to this? Okay, so here's the thing. We get to this place where, okay, well, as soon as I get this list done, then I'll relax a little bit. But the list is never done because we just keep adding to it. And I have to, this may disappoint some of you, but guess what? You guys are eternal and you will never be done. Okay? So while you're in this physical body, you're here to just keep experiencing, giving your higher self more experiences in life. So what I've learned to say to myself is, I'm not done. I may not be able to get completely done, and that's okay. I'm not done. I probably won't have it all done, and that's okay. Say that with me. I'm not done. I probably won't have it all done, and that's okay. All right? Another thing for us is we just can't say no. It's hard for us to set boundaries. It's hard for us to, we just believe it would disappoint someone. So we are a people pleaser and we overcommit to make them happy. And then we have like a bullseye on our head. Oh, they're an easy mark. I'm gonna take our grandkids over to them. Let them take care of them every night or every weekend. Yeah, because they can't say no. Score for me. Yeah, but what about you? You're stuck with this thing of not being able to say no. And here's the thing that probably all of us as human beings have experienced that creates stress is a perfect storm where life's demands just all seem to pile up on the same day. Have you ever had one of those days? So it might look like get a phone call one night from a really good friend who lives out of town, and at the last minute they're coming to town, and the only time they have available to see you is tomorrow morning for breakfast. Can we meet? Of course we can meet. Put that on the list. And then you realize, and I have the book club coming over tomorrow, and I haven't even cleaned the house yet. And then our daughter is dropping off our 3 grandkids for dinner and a sleepover, and I haven't been to the store yet, and I'm supposed to be working on my taxes, and I really need to see the chiropractor, and yeah, what are we going to do about that? Oh, by the way, I fought with my spouse last night. He's upset because we never spend enough time together. Add that to the list. There's enough things on this list. So those are natural occasions for human beings to experience stress. And I'm going to offer, first of all, kind of a Band-Aid list, a triage of how to deal with stress immediately, but not long-term and not deeply, okay? So this will kind of just take the edge off of your stress long enough for you to be able to kind of center yourself and deal with something in the immediate. First of all, please, once you notice you're in stress, once one of those emotions comes up for you, then just say, uh-oh, I'm in stress. I'm going to just pause for a minute and take a breath and allow myself a chance to just recognize my house is not on fire and there is not a gun to my head. So if those 2 things are not happening, you should be able to give yourself permission to stand there and pause and recognize this is not an emergency and this will pass. There will come a time when this will no longer be in my life. So there's light at the end of this tunnel, okay? That right there might go a long way to calming you down. Would you agree? Okay, so put things in perspective, all right? Secondly, ground yourself. And what we mean by grounding ourselves is to get back in the body. Because when stress hits, usually what we do is go into the future and start imagining all the bad things that are going to come from this, all right? So what we're talking about here is to ground ourselves where we are in the body and in this room. So you might just want to take a look around you and just start naming what you see that's right here next to you. I see a blue chair. I see kind of black carpet, and this carpet has a stain on it. I see these lights up here on the ceiling. There's some pink lights up there, and I see 3, 4 people sitting back there behind that counter, and I see some people here in seats, and I notice that I'm standing on 2 feet, and I have gray pants on today, and a really loud pink shirt. And now look, judgments are starting to creep in. So no judgments, just notice, say out loud what's going on right here around me. If you can, go outside and do this. There's a tree. There's green grass. It's kind of long. And I'm going to touch this tree and feel its texture. I'm going to hear the wind in the tree. I'm going to look out at the horizon and see if you can take your shoes off warm enough, put your feet in the grass barefoot. Remember that? Ground yourself, okay? So that kind of brings you into the present, gives you a more realistic view of life. Thirdly, you want to reduce as much outer stimulation in the moment as you can, all right? So that means you might have to walk away from whatever's happening and go find some nice quiet room or even a closet that you can stand in where there's nothing going on around you, okay? So that means leave your technology somewhere else. Don't take it with you. There's no TV going on. There's no other people sitting around you talking to distract you. Just get quiet in the silence. And I'm not talking meditation yet. I'm just talking about reducing outer stimulation. Fourth, we're talking about reducing other demands that might be on your list for the day. All right? So if you absolutely can't undo the circumstance that's going on that's causing stress, at least decide, okay, for the next hour, I'm not going to go to that appointment. I don't really have to be there. Or I'm not going to go to the store today, or I'm not going to take a shower even if I can, just bring things down to a manageable state. It means reducing your obligations for the day and the demands. Another thing is, if it involves some kind of a decision, don't make it until you slept on it. Or hopefully 3 nights. If you can afford that amount of time, give yourself 3 nights before you start deciding things, because it's going to look a whole lot different 3 nights from now than it does right now in the midst of the fray. Next, I want you to think about putting things in perspective 2 different ways. One, you just get a piece of paper out. And I've done this on my phone in the middle of the night. I voice activate it and I just start dictating the list, because there's so much stuff bouncing off in my brain that I need to put it in a manageable state where nothing will be forgotten. And then I can let it go for a little while, go back to sleep. But another thing up here on the screen is a circle. You draw yourself a circle. And on the inside of the circle, you put down things that you can manage, you can control. And on the outside of the circle, you write down the things that you're not in control of. So let's take a look up here. What are you not in control? The past and the future. You can't do anything about that. You have no control over other people. Don't think that you do. So if they're raging, you don't have control over their feelings. You don't have the decisions that they want to make or the opinions that they have. You got to let that go. Whatever's happening on the outer circumstances, it is. It is. It just is. You can't change it, okay? Global issues, whoever harped on that about world things going on around us. We don't have control over that or the weather, okay? But on the inside is the circle where you can put things you can do. I can set boundaries. Yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. You can. You can set boundaries. You can make decisions. You can take actions. You can decide how to react or respond to this situation. And most importantly, you are in charge of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. And that right there, down here at the bottom, that's your power. Okay? Your thoughts, your feelings, and beliefs generate the emotions. The emotions act as an attractor factor, and you're in charge of that with your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. So that's really good news. Now, anything that's out here in the outer circle, you recognize, I can't control that, so I'm going to let go and let love manage that. And the good news about love is it's always working for you if you will let it. Love always is working for your good. So first of all, you have to expect love to work for you for good, okay? You can't hand it over to love and then sit there and stay awake all night long worrying about whether love can really handle this or not. Sometimes it takes a firm hand. I'm telling you. That was kind of funny, wasn't it? All right. So, but we do that. We do that in some form or fashion, right? All right. Now, one last thing I want you to do as a Band-Aid. Anybody have dogs? Okay, so when my housemates, Gordon and Reed, were staying with me, they had 2 beagles, and every once in a while I would go to the groomer with one of them to take the beagles in for their grooming. That stressed them out. They go into this little tiny area where there's tons of foreign dogs, and some speak Spanish, some speak, not their language. So, and you get tied down. You're not free to be in control of yourself. And they start doing things to your body that terrorize them, like cut their nails. Oh my God, that just sent Riley through the roof. So there's all these stressors going on for them, and they're stuck. They can't do it. And by the way, their owners left them there alone. So there's nobody on their side there, just total strangers doing these things to their bodies. And they're there for a long time. A long time. I mean, I would kind of freak out. So I did freak out. I felt bad for them. So when we came to pick them up, you walk them out into the parking lot and you get the leash off of them so they can hop up in the car and they just go. Have you seen your dog do that? Yes. You know what they're doing? According to those who know, animals shake after surviving a threat to discharge stress hormones. All right, so I want everybody to stand up. Come on, I'm not kidding. Stand up. If you're on an aisle, just kind of step into the aisle a little bit to give some room to spread out. I don't want anyone injured in this exercise. But what I want you to do is shake your hands. You know, you might even think of a stress you're going through right now. Just shake your hands. We're shaking it off, right? Shake your hands. Maybe even want to shake your arms, throw them up in the air a little bit. Sorry, don't hit anyone. Shaking your arms. Pick up a foot, shake it out. Pick up another foot, shake it out. Maybe stamp your feet. Get that energy out of you. Okay, have a seat. Yeah, so that's a Band-Aid approach that will help relieve some of that stress energy. But even more importantly, we want to start getting in touch with our higher self. And let me remind you about that higher self. It's not a separate being. It's not God and you. It's God as you. You are your higher self. And when you get the ego out of the way, your higher self is always in peace. It doesn't even know the meaning of the word stress. Your higher self is always calm because it never fears, because it never feels like it's in a situation that it can't handle, because it always knows it can handle it. That's who we want to become when we're undergoing stress. And when we feel any form of stress, what that is telling us, the gift that that feeling of stress is giving you is, I'm out of alignment with my higher self. Okay? Simple message. And now it's going to kind of point you in the right direction from here. So as soon as you notice you're out of alignment with your higher self, you want to come back to what is the catalyst for this stress right now? Remember, it's really your belief, but let's identify the physical thing going on that's got you all wound up. It might be, hey, my boss has made an appointment for me to come into his office tomorrow. I have no idea what it's about, and it's probably going to be bad, okay? So there's a belief. Another stressor is coming up on the end of the month, you don't have enough bills. You don't have enough money to pay those bills in your checking account, all kinds of things, all right? And because of this thing that's happening in my life, I feel stress. But what's another sub-feeling of stress? It might be fear, might be anger, you name it. Okay, I can name the feeling. And once we've been able to name the feeling, answer this question. I feel this way because why? I feel angry because this keeps happening to me. I never have enough money. My boss doesn't pay me enough, or the stock market has tanked, and that's the fault of the government, and blah, 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 right? So we've got our complaints pointing outward here. Okay, guess what? That's a belief. That's a belief that you don't have enough. That's a belief that you don't have the power to do whatever it is that you want to do. I mean, really, that's what it comes down to. Either there's a second power out there working against me, or I'm not enough to handle the situation, or there's not enough, okay? So this is where we come back to our higher self and ask ourselves, now what really is the truth here? What really is the truth here? And guess what? It's not going to have anything to do with the demands or the amount of money you have or how strong you are. This truth is going to have something to do with God. And that's where we're going to want to shift our focus to when we're facing some kind of stressful problem. And you don't have to, just dive over there and, I have nothing to worry about. I'm perfectly fine. It might take you a while to get from the sky is falling to, no problem, I can handle that. And maybe somewhere it's going from pure terror to, okay, there's no fire. It's not an emergency. I could probably calm down a little bit. There's probably an answer to this. So you ease your way up that scale of emotion. And remember, no judgment allowed. What you're really wanting to do is align with your higher self, which is basically aligning with love. You're wanting to get back to that power, that force in the universe that is there to work for your good if you will let it. You have to allow it. You have to give way to it. So when you hear that voice in your head scolding you, because you never should have let yourself get here to this point, or they never should have taken advantage of me, that's when you know, nope, I'm on the wrong path. Let's get back to what my higher self thinks about me. So oftentimes we try and take an action of some kind to eliminate that stress, and we forget to include spirit. The problem is that really there's no action in the world that you can take to address a stress unless you've also addressed your vibration. So it does you no good to disengage from another person that you think is causing all your problems and then go home and just mutter and complain and picture how you want to kill them. Okay? You're still under stress. Do you see that? So if we're going to do this, we're going to have to get back to what's my energy about this and what belief am I holding that's bringing this energy up in me and what's the truth. So not action to reduce stress, but changing our vibration. And that will activate the law. And all we have to know is the difference between a low vibration emotion and a high vibration emotion. Low vibration emotion ties you to low vibration experiences. Okay? So just keep asking, where am I? What am I feeling? What energy am I giving out? And it's going to end up making your life look a lot like that. Does that make sense? All right. So our joy here is not to necessarily fix the circumstances, but to fix how I'm looking at these circumstances. That's the message right there in a nutshell, to get ourselves out of stress. And I will promise you that the highest vibration that we can rise up to will have a spiritual foundation to it. Okay? It's not something that you have to dream up because you have this fabulous degree on your wall. It's because you're in tune with your higher self, and spirit has spiritual qualities that you are that can help guide your emotional power. So we have the power to choose our thoughts. That's one of our spiritual powers. We have the power to picture where we want this to go. When you're under major stress and you're getting close to overwhelm, you don't have to picture yourself coming up with a solution. Just picture yourself sitting on your most comfortable chair with your feet up, your eyes closed, you're breathing deeply, and you're thinking, I am okay. And you don't need to know how you're going to get there. Use your imagination to go to the furthest end result where everything's fine, not worrying about how you got there, okay? That's your power of imagination. And then another power that we have is our ability to say, no, thank you. You don't have to argue. You don't have to resent. You don't have to push back. You don't have to feel helpless and like a victim. You just say, no, thank you. And that might be literally saying it to someone else who might be imposing on you, but it also might be to your ego. No, thank you. I'm going to let that go. I'm going to let love handle this. Yeah, I don't need to carry this one. I've got better things to do with my attention. And I can afford to do that because I am a spirit that is tied to a divine presence and power that works everything out for my good. Okay? So try and avoid that whole how do I get there? And just work with end results about how you want to feel about this situation. So here's what we're going to do. It's kind of like we're going to open a bank account in our heart. And we're going to start filling it up with peace. We're going to look for ways to fill it up with peace. And we're not going to wait till we're under stress to do this. You're sitting here today because you are seeking spiritual principles that you can apply to your life all week long so that you get into heart palpitations fewer and fewer and fewer times, right? So we're going to build this deep realization of truth. Once you understand the nature of the spiritual universe, remember that fifth dimension series we were just talking about where it's intertwined here with us? Once you get that you're also in a fifth dimensional space here and that it can be the dominant force in your everyday life, then you're on the path to that which feels good and therefore produces even more good in your life. So let me show you some things up here on the screen that will help you know how to go from stress, a stressor of some kind, to a spiritual truth that is really the dominant truth of the universe, if you will let it be. And so one of the most common feelings of stress comes up because we have convinced ourselves that there is not enough. And I'm going to ask you to, as soon as you catch yourself thinking there's not enough to get me out of this, you shift your attention. I'm not saying that that may be true on your bank account, but let's shift our attention to where the solution lies. And the solution that is you're seeking is spiritual, and it is God is my infinite substance. Every physical thing that I could ever need in my life, from money to houses to food to whatever, is going to come out of spiritual substance. Guess what? It's everywhere. Infinite, it's unlimited, it's available. There is where we want to put our attention. We don't even need to really understand it, but just use that word substance that reminds you you've got everything you need and start relaxing into that, okay? Once you relax into that frequency of substance, now you're radiating substance and therefore you're attracting substance. Do you see that? If you're radiating not enough, you're going to continue to attract ideas and responses of not enough, all right? Secondly, you might be in that energy of, I don't have enough power in me to get through this. I'm not even worthy enough to deserve this. When you find yourself stressing out over that, then you want to go over to that presence of love that's always with us, that is working for our good. Love is that energy, not just a thought about you. It's actually a force, an energy that's harmonizing and rearranging things for you. Love can see infinitely in every direction and knows exactly what's best for you in this situation, knows exactly who you need to talk to about this. So let love work, let love accept you as it does, and then begin accepting yourself. If you've convinced yourself you're not good enough, you're going to just keep attracting situations to prove to you that you're not good enough. More stress, right? Thirdly, when the body gets sick, when we've gotten a diagnosis that does not look pretty, it's easy for us to stress out over that and go into a sense of worry, panic even. So we're not denying the diagnosis. We're just thinking and focusing on something else, like God is the life in my body. That the very life energy in this body is my source, is my good, and it's never going to leave me. You know, whether my spirit leaves the body or not, life is always going to be present in me. And that life is perfect and whole as it is. So I'm going to look at that life. And I'm going to look at that life attached with another spiritual quality, which is divine intelligence, which guides life in how to perform in the body and follow its perfect assignment. Give your attention to that. When stress brings up something and your immediate answer is, I don't know, I'm never going to know how to figure this out, you want to shift over to the fact that you are resting in the mind of God right now. Every thought that you think is being held inside the great thinker, the one mind, that you can access high-level thoughts, thoughts that will guide you through this. When you feel like you've lost control over a situation and it's just pure chaos and you can't seem to get settled down, that's when you want to shift your attention over to that well of deep peace that is always there. Do you think God is in chaos over this situation? No. Do you think God is feeling like, I've lost control? No. Higher self, divine mind is always at peace. Let's move into that neighborhood. Let's think about what that feels like. When we put God first, that's what we call divine order. God first, solutions come second. God first is peace. Solutions are going to come when you are at peace. And then finally, you know, for those of us who experience stress because we just think we've got to do it all, every bit of this is my responsibility and there's no way I'm going to be able to finish it all, then yes, you can release. Yes, you can say, I let go. Yes, you can say, this is not mine. That's your power of release. And the universe will honor you. If it's trying to tell you to let go of something, pay attention to that because it's going to honor you by replacing it with whatever your heart wants in this situation, okay? So this is how we go from stress to truth and therefore peace, and therefore now we're aligned with our higher self and solutions can come in and we can be guided to that which we want to experience in our life with a lot less stress, right? So while most people are wanting to trash and get rid of and run away from the outside, what I'm asking you to do today, your true solution, is raise your own energy by raising your thoughts to match God thoughts, okay? I know that was a lot, but luckily for you, this is being recorded and you go back and watch it again. And you know you're on the right path when your emotions feel like something up here on this list. All those feel good. Once they feel good in you, then you know, oh, I must be in alignment with my higher self. That means I'm more available to my intuition and my synchronicities. Things are going to work out for me. Things always work out for me. Let's take this into meditation and see. What? Now see? Okay, no, I'm just going to go right here. Shut up, kitty. You don't need to say any more. say no, set a boundary. Let's just close our eyes. Take a deep breath. Feel your feet on the floor. Allow my words to speak as yours. It's okay for me to be exactly as I am right now. I allow myself to be me right now as I am. Take a deep breath. Release the tension. I feel my body softening. And I release any weight that I'm carrying. I see it flowing out and away from me. And I allow this weight of my body to release fully into the chair that's supporting me. And let this chair take all the weight from me. Where I am steadily supported. I give myself permission to release what does not belong to me. And I let go of everything I no longer need to carry. I've decided that today I'm on a journey of peace. I'm allowing everything to unfold as it should. I give myself permission to care for myself. It's okay to put myself first. My body is relaxing. My mind is softening. I allow the presence of love to surround me. Now I lean back into that love as it lifts me gently and easily, lifting me into the flow of infinite good. While I relax into this flow, I realize there is nothing to fight here. And there is nothing to fear here. In every moment, I can choose to relax into this flow of love. And even as I return back to my everyday life, I know I can always move moment by moment in a gentle flow of love, peace, order, and wisdom, carrying me right to where I need to be to experience my highest good. This is the truth of my being, the truth of this loving universe that supports me. And so now I let it be. And so it is. Amen. Good news. The emotion of stress is simply a message that says, I can choose again. You have the power to do that. So I'm looking forward to hearing your stories about that. Thank you for bringing your love into this room. This is a time in our service where we share love through giving of our tithes and offerings. And even the thought of doing that might bring stress to some of you based on what you believe about it. So I always encourage you never to take action from stress. If today is not your day to give, that's okay. For those of you who know that your true source and you feel at peace about that, I'm going to invite you to consider what your heart is calling you to give to support your spiritual community. If you're watching online, we're inviting you into this as well and grateful for your gifts. If you'd like to go to our website to give at unityinnaperville.org, you'll find a donate button there. Or if you'd like to send a check to our post office box, it's 9733 in Naperville, and the zip is 60567. Thank you for that. I'll invite our ushers to come forward, and then we'll bless. Thank you.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Let's open up our hearts and actually allow gratitude to be another way to de-stress by just being thankful. Let's use these words up here on the screen. Together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and I am grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Deb, come on up. Oh, where is our mic? Do we have a mic? There you go. Ask and you shall receive.
Absolutely. Good morning, everyone. I am Deb, and I'm here to share announcements today.
Good morning, Dad.
Hi. If you're joining us for the first time, we are so glad you are here. Welcome. We'd love to see you again. And if you'd like to fill out an orange registration card that we have at the table where you came in, we can keep you updated on everything we have going on here and just leave it at the info table. Susan is usually sitting there and she will take it from you. Okay. And virtual newcomers can sign up for the weekly e-news at unityinnaperville.org. Join us today after service for Unity's Food for Thought. You came on the right Sunday if this is your first time. We have a beautiful meal prepared by one of our members, Donna Zelinsky, thank you. Yes. And this is a monthly gathering at our community cafe where we enjoy a complimentary lunch and conversation sparked by what was shared in the service. So this was a great one. Oh boy, we got a lot to say, Kitty. Monday Morning Metaphysics meets tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. on Zoom. They are reading The Science of Successful Living by Raymond Charles Barker. Anyone is welcome to come in at any time. It's a great opportunity to really dig into a book about spirituality. And next Monday, June 29th.
Sunday.
Pardon me?
Sunday.
I'm on Sisters in Spirit. Oh, let's go to lunch. First, let's go to lunch next Sunday. Okay, June 28th, after service at Patelli's Gyros and Beef on North Aurora Road. Okay, and then next Monday, June 29th, will be our Sisters in Spirit women's group meeting. And we are going to not only be online, but also we're going to be in person here at Unity. If you can join us either way, we'd love to have you. And then on Tuesday, June 30th at 7 p.m. at Unity, join us for Wordplay. I will be hosting Wordplay. This is for all of us who love to experience music through words. So we use words, we express with words, and our theme is called Waves. And if you can think of any way you'd like to use that in a poetry form, in a story form, if you'd like to not write your own, you can bring something that really is meaningful to you. And if you need any help with your writing and you'd like some support, I'm always here. You can always ask me and be happy to help. The doors open at 6:30 and it's just $5 entry fee. So if you're not going to present something, come and cheer some of the word speakers on. That would be great. For details on special instructions on all of our events, please read the event calendar at unityinnaperville.org or see the e-news on Tuesdays. Our prayer chaplain today is Carol. Thank you, Carol. And she will be available in the prayer room right outside the door here after the service, or you can email your name and phone to prayer@unityinnaperville.org, and a chaplain will call you today by 1 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you, Deb. Let's stand if you're able and raise some heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today. Choosing love, I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing love today. Choosing peace.
Okay, friends, I'm really encouraging you to stay afterwards because this was a big topic and I love arguments. So come on out and just argue away about why you think you can't get out of your stress and we'll help you figure that out, okay? All right. All right, here's our closing affirmation. Doesn't that just feel stress-free? Yeah. All right, here's our words. Let's say them together. Everything always works out for me. That can be your number one non-stressor statement this week. Everything always works out for me, right? Lunch also works out for you, so I hope you'll stay and enjoy out in the front room. Lots going on the calendar. Keep your eyes on our website. Love you guys. Let's talk more. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.